Hi, so it's time for me to make my question answering video thing. Yeah, I've been like in bed all day, just didn't have a good day. But I feel okay now, pretty decent. Decent enough to like shower and get dressed and put on makeup. My voice sounds really weird and croaky though, and I'm not even sick, it's just, I had a bad day in terms of my mental state. Right, so before I do the video, I'm just gonna throw in a little makeup thing here because I know some people have been asking me stuff about my makeup and if I'm gonna do tutorials. I'm not doing a tutorial right now, and I say that really weird, I know. But just in case anybody's wondering, I don't know, maybe you like the lip gloss I'm wearing? My lip gloss is poppin'. My lip gloss is hot. Okay, I'm done. That's like old Lil Mama, I think, or whatever, when I was in like 7th grade. Anyway, so it's this, kind of hard to see, but you can get it in like drugstores, I guess. I know in Canada I got it at Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's just L'Oreal Paris Color Riche lip gloss in Blushing Berry, number 162. And it looks kind of different on the camera, but it basically matches this sweater color. It's kind of like a maroon burgundy color. I really can't tell the difference between those two colors, and I need to figure it out. But anyways, it's whatever the color of this sweater is most accurate on this side. Yeah. And I love this brand of lip gloss because it like actually gives you a lot of color, and it lasts a long time too, and the color lasts even when like the glossiness kind of wears off. The color lasts. So I have it in this one and then in like a bright ravishing red, I think it's called. And I just love them, and they feel so good on my lips, and like, oh. Anyways, okay, so I'm done with that. Right, so questions. The first question I'm going to answer, I just sort of picked it out of the bunch because I was debating on whether or not I was actually going to answer it, because it's something that I find a bit more personal than even like me talking about my depression, because I know a lot of people who suffer from depression, and sort of like, I guess it doesn't feel like as big of a deal because I know so many people with it, but this is something about me that I don't know like anyone who's the same way, so yeah. But I guess I figured I'll talk about it because it'll help you guys sort of understand how I am on a day-to-day basis a bit more, and why I'm sometimes all over the place. And I've only sort of told like a few friends about it. I haven't actually talked to my parents about it yet because, I don't know, I'm just gonna let them sort of get okay with my whole depression thing. I don't want them worrying about me anymore. Okay, so the question says, in one of your videos when you were home a few weeks ago, you mentioned that the doctor thought you might show some tendencies towards dissociative identity disorder. Whatever happened with that? What do you think about it? So yeah, that was the first appointment that I had with my psychiatrist at home when I went home because of like suicidal thoughts and stuff. So yeah, during the 2 weeks in between that appointment and the next appointment, about 2 weeks, she told me to sort of like, sort of focus on it a bit more, see how I am, try to be a bit more aware of my personality and how it changes. And I started like keeping a journal and stuff like that about it, and just sort of like keeping track of my ups and downs and just how I am. And so I sort of started to figure it out, and then I talked to her about it, and she does think that I do have a mild, very mild form of it, nothing that is really something to worry about, at least not right now. It could get worse, and if it does, then we'll go from there. But yeah, so I don't have, a lot of people who have the dissociative identity disorder, they have completely different, like, identities, like, people within them, and sometimes they'll basically, like, black out for one of them, you know what I mean? Each one has its own memories, and a lot of the time they won't be aware of all of them, you know what I mean? But mine is a lot more mild in the way that I don't have separate identities. I'm all Lauren or Gloria, so I guess that kind of is counter whatever the word is. I'm really bad at thinking of words on the spot. Yeah. But I have one identity, I know I'm, one person, but I have two very, very split and distinct personalities, like sides to me, basically. So one side of me, I'll call it side number one, is very introverted and doesn't want to be around people a lot, wants to just, spend time alone. Sometimes I just want to be in bed all day. Hold on, this string bugs me. I hate when clothes come with this string. It's usually from H&M. Screw you, H&M. Okay. Yeah, so it's the side of me that doesn't talk a lot around other people, and just sort of keeps very reserved. I often look just very sort of bored or even upset, just kind of like that in class, basically. And I'm not always unhappy when I'm in that personality. I do tend to get more depressed when I'm in that personality. But it's not the only one. You know what I mean? My whole being, my whole identity has depression. And yeah, I mean, because sometimes I'm fine with that. I'll just, be happy just watching movies, and I'm okay. I know, like, at least when I was with Taylor, I would even have times when I was in that personality, but it was okay because Taylor's also introverted, so we would basically just kind of sit on her couch and, like, do whatever, watch movies, TV shows, be on Tumblr, and that was okay for you because it wasn't, like, a lot of, like, human contact. I didn't feel like I had to be talking to her. We were just sort of in a space together, but in our own space as well. But I don't have many other friends that I can be that way with. They all just seem to always want to talk, and I'm just like, I just want to be alone. Like, you can be here, but I want to be alone. Yeah, and then the other half of me, side 2, is very extroverted, and I love to hang out with people. I tend to be kind of a wild one when I have that personality. At least in class, I'm a bit of a shit disturber, not in like a bad way, just in a like seriously shut up way. I just crack a lot of jokes, and I like to make people laugh. I like to be, I guess, the center of attention when I'm in that personality. Or when, I don't like saying when I'm in that personality, when that personality is at the surface. I like to be kind of wild and crazy and have fun, go out with friends and everything. And so for the most part, those two personalities are okay. They don't clash, I'll have one at the surface at a time. And when I have one at the surface at a time, I'm usually okay. Unless it's like I'm in class and I was extroverted side 2, and then it makes a sudden switch to being introverted. And then my friends are all like, what's going on? Like, you were just laughing and being crazy a minute ago, and now you're just sitting there staring into space. But I did talk to my 3 close friends about it. So now they sort of understand that when I make, when I suddenly just seem to switch, that's exactly what happened. It's like a switch goes off and I'm just not a completely different person, but my personality is completely different. I don't like the same humor. I don't get amused by the same things. It's just sort of different. And yeah, so some days I'll have one at the surface. Some moments I'll have one at the surface, then it'll switch, you know what I mean? The main problem is when both of them are at the surface, and then they're very clashing because, you can't be around people and be alone at the same time. You can't be alone and be around people. It doesn't work. And so when both of them are at the surface, that's when I tend to get really, really low in depression, because neither side of me can be satisfied without the other one, like, going insane and feeling like, I hate my life, I hate my life, I hate my life. So it's really difficult when both of them are at the surface like that, and it's like an internal fight in my head, and I feel like I'm insane, like literally feel like I'm insane. And that is why I think the videos that I made before, like when I was in those really low points, it helped a bit, because by making those videos I was able to feel like I was talking to someone, and like I had someone there, so the extroverted side of me was satisfied, at least a bit. And then at the same time I wasn't around anyone, so I didn't have anyone, you know, nagging at me. So the introverted side was satisfied as well. So it kind of hurt when people were hating on me, or even just some of the things I said in the videos, because it helped. You know, I needed that, and I might continue to do that, you know, I never know. But yeah, so I guess that's your answer. Yes, I have a very, very mild form about it that nobody really needs to worry about at this point. It just sort of, it doesn't make my life any harder because I've been like this for a really long time, but in a way it makes it easier now that I know that. I know what's going on, I know I'm not completely insane, and journaling it really helps me because I can sort of keep track of what's been going on with my personalities and in my head and stuff like that. And I have a new psychiatrist down here in Oakville, and I'm actually going to see her for the first time tomorrow, and apparently I'll be talking to her about some of that, and they do like special types of therapy, so we'll see what they help me out with. Yeah, I don't know, I'll see how it goes. I'm completely open-minded to it right now. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Okay, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so that's like the big question that sort of needed to be answered off the bat. So next one, what advice could you give to other people struggling with depression / self-harming / suicidal thoughts? My advice would be don't try to go at it alone. Just don't try to do it alone. There will always be someone who cares. Maybe, like, you'll probably feel very alone, especially in terms of, like, people in your real life. You'll feel like you can't talk to your friends about it, your family, but in a way, that's kind of what Tumblr's for. Yeah, just don't try to go at it alone. I had a lot of support from friends and, you know, people. I had a lot of support, and I did get help when I told my mom about it, but I'm not saying tell your parents, like, you know, you have to, because I know everyone's parents are different. I knew my mom would be sort of understanding because she had been through this kind of thing before. She had postpartum depression, and I knew that she's a doctor, so she has some level of, like, understanding, you know what I mean? But yeah, just don't try to do it alone, because it'll eat you up inside. That's all the advice I really have, because I'm clearly not good at handling it myself, but that's all the advice I can give. Yeah. Okay. For your question video, who is your favorite couple in The L Word and why? Well, I actually only watched up to like season 3 of that show. It got too soap opera for me. I don't know. I got bored with it. Yeah, it's good for like lesbian sex, but that's about it, and I can watch porn. Basically, once I discovered the real L Word, I just stopped watching the L Word because it became too cheesy. But when I watched it, my favorite couple was Shane and Carmen, probably just because they're both really hot, especially Carmen. But yeah, they just seemed like a good couple to me. Okay. Here's a random question I like to ask people. Would you rather unknowingly be the daughter of a serial killer or married to one? I would rather be the daughter because, you know, in the end, when it all sort of comes to light, you can't choose who you're the daughter of. It's not your choice, but you choose who you marry. So you can get it judged a lot more harshly for marrying someone who ends up being a serial killer. So yeah, that's basically my answer to that. T. O'Keefe 2214, my brother. That's bad. That's what I call Taylor now. It's kind of whatever. For your video, would you rather stick your head in a beehive or fight a bear for food? I feel like, Taylor, you should have known the answer to this because of my fear of bees. I would rather fight a bear for food than be anywhere, like, my heart is like freaking out just thinking about being in a beehive or like near a beehive. Oh my god, a shiver. Yeah, I'd rather fight a bear for food. I don't care if I die, but I can't do bees. I would rather die from a bear than die from bees, okay? Okay, and I might not even die from bee stings. I would probably have a heart attack and die that way. Alright. So, retro cartoonist, blogger, I like you. You're nice. You talk to me a lot. Okay. You can either instantly become a fantastic cook or a fashion god to the point where that everyone wears what you do or takes any fashion advice you give them. Which one? I would rather actually be a fantastic cook because with me, fashion, it's all very like, it's personal, you know? Like, I don't want everyone to dress the same way as me. I want to be my own. I like having my own style and my own variations of it. So I wouldn't want everyone to copy me. I wouldn't want everyone to take my fashion advice. And I tend to give fashion advice based on the person, what they like to wear, what their body's like, stuff like that. It's all very personal. Yeah, and I can't cook at all, and I love food. You know I love food, guys. Come on. Food. So I'd rather be a fantastic cook. That's for sure. My dad's a really good cook, but he just never, like, he's not very good at teaching us because he gets so flustered having someone else in there and in his space. He's just like, I'll do it. Just go. So, yeah. I don't know. I'll steal some of his recipes sometime or something. I don't know. He doesn't follow the recipes, though. He sort of generally has it, but then he just does his own thing as well. He throws in his own stuff to make it unique. So I'll never be as good as my dad. I just have to, I don't know. Gonna have to marry a kitchen wifey. Yeah. Okay. And then you're about to get a ton of questions because someone messaged me telling me to answer all of these Valentine's Day questions things I posted for my videos. So let me just find these here. Give me a minute. I have to answer all of them. I'll try to be quick with them though. But you guys know me. Okay, let's see here. Alright. 1. Do you have a crush at the moment? I wouldn't say I have a crush. I'm not really looking for like a relationship right now. I kind of just want to be a single lesbian for once because I've never been that. But then at the same time, if I do happen to connect with someone on, you know, a relationship level, then I'm not gonna shut myself off to that. But yeah, now I'm basically just sort of focusing on friends and friends with benefits. I'm cool with that. As long as we know each other and we like each other in general, then, you know, it's good. But, yeah, so I don't really have like a, I want to be in a relationship with you crush. I kind of have a, you're really cute, I do you crush. But, whatever. I think they know. Have you ever been deeply in love? Yes. Yeah. Longest relationship you've ever been in was like almost 11 months. It was like 2 days before 11 months, so I'm just going to say 11 months. It's too difficult to say almost. Have you ever changed for someone? Not for the worse. For the better, yes. So I'm happy that they sort of pushed me towards that change. How is your relationship with your ex? I'm only going to count Taylor as my ex, and it is lovely. Best friends. That's great. I don't know. I don't see any issue with it at all. Have you ever been cheated on? Yes, I have. Have you ever cheated? Yes. But I'm not proud of it, and I'm not going to do it again, and I don't really count things I did with guys as things that are me now, because I'm very different. Yeah. Would you date someone who's well known for cheating? No. I wouldn't be able to, I don't know. My trust isn't good enough for that. What's the best part of a relationship? I think it differs between each relationship you have. Every relationship is different, so the best part is different in each one. But I like being able to just be around someone and be comfortable, and just, like, there's this peaceful feeling I would get when I'm around someone who's, you know, mine. And I like that. Okay. Do you like to be in serious relationships or just flings? It always changes for me. When I'm in a relationship, I'm perfectly happy like that. When I'm single, I embrace it. So, I don't know, if I fall for someone, then I want to be with them. If I only fall for someone on a less serious level, then that's all I want. Oh man, I'm itchy. Okay, that was an attractive face I just made, wasn't it? Where am I? When you are dating someone, do you believe in going on breaks? I think if it's needed, it can help. Yeah. I don't know. How many people have you ever hooked up with? I don't know. Yeah. No, I can't, like, count it. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not really proud of not knowing, but you know what, at the same time, I'm a woman. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I have choices. Everyone has choices. If a guy can hook up with an uncountable number of women, then a woman can hook up with an uncountable number of men or women or whatever they choose to hook up with. There you go. And I'm not a whore. Now, what's one thing you regret saying / doing in a previous relationship? I don't really know. I said something kind of mean to Taylor one time. I was really drunk, and I started talking about when she rejected me when I first, like, sort of asked her out, or, like, asked if she wanted to be in a relationship, and I was really hurt after that, and I got kind of angry, and so I basically told her that at that time, this is like when we were in a relationship too, that I was telling her this, that at that time, where she kind of like broke my heart, I was worried that like she would never like actually find love and all these things, and oh, it was so bad. And I felt so bad when I realized like what I had said and that it kind of hurt her feelings. But it's not like that anymore. Taylor's a very, very lovable person, and I'm sure she will find a soulmate, someone who can put up with their bullshit as much as I did. Yeah, I wish the best for Taylor. Of course, she's my best friend. I'm not gonna be like, I hope you never fall in love. No, I'm not like that. Someone will fall in love with Taylor again, and Taylor will be able to love them back, I hope. Yeah. Now, what age do you think is appropriate for kids to start having sex? I'm not gonna answer this. That's such a complicated answer, because that's, you know, at one point I think of, like, my little brothers, and I'm like, no, like, never have sex, please. Don't have sex until you're married, like, all that stuff. But then at the same time, I'm all about choice and people, you know, being who they want to be. But I think you shouldn't have unprotected sex until you're ready to have a fucking baby, because I'm sick and tired of all these teen moms who don't know how to raise a kid. Thank you very much. Okay. Unprotected sex is for when you are ready and wanting to have a child that you can financially support off of welfare. And I'm not against welfare, okay? I'm just against teen moms who have to drop out of school to take care of their kid. You know? Okay. I'm done. Okay. Do you believe in the phrase, age is just a number? I mean, I believe in the law, so I don't believe in like a 40-year-old having sex with a 15-year-old, but in terms of relationships, it all just depends on maturity level, really. Yeah, but I knew this like girl who was 19 when I was 19, and her boyfriend was 42, and like he literally could be her dad at that age. And I was like, holy shit, okay. But I mean, hey, if you're in love, good for you. Just don't really think a saggy penis would be any better than a not saggy penis. Okay. Do you believe in love at first sight? I believe in lust at first sight, like at first sight, but I don't think you can fall in love with someone without actually knowing who they are as a person. Yeah. Do you believe it's possible to fall in love on the internet? In a way I do, but in a way I don't think you can know if you have that connection until you meet them. But I do believe that people have those feelings and, you know, can grow really strong feelings and get attached to someone through the internet. And I'm totally fine with people who have internet relationships. But I don't know. For me, I know I couldn't have an internet relationship because I need to know that I have that connection, and I can't know until I've met the person. So yeah, it's all personal, I guess. What do you consider a deal breaker? So that's really hard because back in the day, I'm gonna say that, I would have said cheating, but then when I had my relationship with Taylor, if she had cheated on me, which she didn't, by the way, like, just clarifying that, but if she were to, I probably would have still wanted to be with Taylor, because I was just that fucked up in love. So I really don't know what a deal breaker would be. Probably lying to me about something serious, and that's something I knew Taylor would never do. And, you know, that's something that I look for now in a person, is complete and total honesty, even if it's going to hurt me. So I guess, yeah, lying would be a deal breaker for me. Not like lying about stupid little things, but big things. How do you know it's time to end a relationship? I don't know, that's a hard one. I guess when you're not happy, and when they're not happy. But then again, be selfish. So when you're not happy anymore, and you don't think that you ever will be happy in that relationship again. Are you currently in a relationship? No. Do you think people who have dated can stay friends? Definitely. Absolutely. 100%. Do you think people should date their friends? I don't think you should date anyone if you're not friends with them. Simple as that. I mean, you need to know that you can get along and that you like each other, so you're kind of friends. Yeah. How many relationships have you had? I don't know. The ones that I will count will be 1, 2, 3. 3. I'm going to count 3 of them as real relationships because they lasted longer than a couple months. Yeah. Do you think love can last forever? I'd like to hope so. I kind of feel like I do believe that, unfortunately. But I don't know. I'm hoping that certain loves of mine will just either fade or at least be hidden at the back so I can love other people, or else I'm going to be a very lonely woman. Yeah, but I'd like to hope that love can last forever, for people who are in love. Do you believe love can conquer all things? No. No, I thought it could, but it can't. Would you break up with someone your parents didn't approve of? No. I'm not that way with my parents, so no. If you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice about dating, what would it be? You like girls. Just accept it, and your life will be easier. And don't date that guy because he's gonna ruin your life for a while and be a complete fucked up stalker. Yep. And I'm still bitter about it because he's really fucking annoying. There we go. Now, do you think long distance relationships can work? Yes, I do. I think it probably depends on the distance and depends on what the people can put up with and handle. What do you notice first about another person? Probably their smile, and eyes. Just like overall appearance. Hair is a big thing for me. I don't know why. I just notice hair a lot. Yeah. So that. Are you straight, bi, gay, or pansexual? You know, there's a whole lot of other sexualities there, okay? Just throwing that out there. But I'm a lesbian. Gay. Would it bother you if your partner suffered from any mental illness? No, I think that would be very hypocritical of me. And no, it might even, in a way, be better because then we can understand each other on a bit more of an intense level, I guess. We just have a good understanding of each other and the way we work. So, yeah. Have you ever been in an abusive relationship? Kind of, but I was kind of the abusive one. Yeah. I mean, he's okay now. I don't think he ever really took it to heart, but I'm not very happy about the way I treated one of my ex-boyfriends. I just kind of made fun of him a lot, because I don't know. I made myself okay with it because I said to myself that I was just toughening him up and that he was you know, a little pussy. But I really shouldn't have been as mean to him as I was, and he didn't deserve that. Yeah, so I'm never gonna be like that again. That was way in the past. I was like 16 and very confused about myself and what I wanted. Okay, so do you want to get married one day? Yes, but I don't really know if it's actually gonna happen. But I hope so. I mean, it probably will happen. I'll probably marry Julie. But that's sort of like we're getting married because neither of us have anyone else to get married to. But at the same time, I do love Julie. I mean, as a friend right now, because, you know, like I said, I haven't met her. Well, I haven't said that, but, you know, talking about the meeting people. But, yeah, I mean, I'll probably end up getting married to Julie. But what I mean is I don't think I'll meet someone who, like, loves me on that level and wants to marry me in that way. But, you know what? I'll be totally fine marrying Julie. I'll be very happy with that, actually. We would have a great relationship as bras. Instead of bros, we're bras. Okay. What do you think about getting your partner's name tattooed? Don't do it. Just don't do it, guys. Don't. Could you be in a relationship without sex? Well, I was for 11 months, so yeah. I guess so. That's what vibrators are for. Okay. Thank you. That's all. Are you still a virgin? I'm a virgin with girls, but not with guys. Yeah. What's more important, looks or personality? Personality. And with me, I love all body types, so if I like your personality, there's a very good chance I'm going to love your body as well. Do you enjoy love films? Sometimes. It depends on my mood, you know. It just really depends. Have you ever given anyone/received roses? Yeah, I received a rose last Valentine's Day from, you know, Taylor. That's the only time, though, yeah. I want to give someone roses really badly. I was actually kind of planning, if Taylor and I hadn't broken up, I was kind of planning on, like, doing what she did for me on Valentine's Day last year for her and just, like, randomly getting her a rose, and, yeah, but whatever, I'll find someone else to give a rose to. Yeah. Have you ever had a Valentine? Yes, I have, and I have one this year. I have Julie. Who I miss talking to, by the way. Shout out to you, Julie. Talk to me. What's your imagination of a perfect date? I really don't know. Just something that's fun and that makes us laugh. This video is 32 minutes, so I'm trying to hurry it up a bit. Have you ever read Romeo and Juliet? Yeah, I had to for school. And it's a stupid love story, guys. I don't know why you all idolize it. Like, they die, and they're young, and they're stupid. It's terrible. Okay, it's like, it's not even romantic. What's more important, your partner or your friends? My friends. But a lot of time my partner will count as one of my friends, so it all kind of goes together. But I wouldn't date someone who made me choose between friends. I don't think that's right. Would you consider yourself romantic? Half of me is. Half of me, you know, I kind of explained the whole two sides. Could you imagine to date one of your current friends? That's confusing. I don't know yet. I mean, like, there's some people who I don't know well enough yet to sort of say whether I would want to date them or not, but I'm not really looking for someone to date, so I don't know. Have you ever been friend-zoned? That's not a real thing. Shut the fuck up about friend-zoning, okay? Which famous couple is your favorite? I wish Miley Cyrus was a lesbian, and that Liam Hemsworth was another lesbian. Then they would be my favorite. But Kanye and Kim. But Beyonce and Jay-Z. Oh man, that's so hard. Okay. I'm just gonna go with both of those. Beyonce and Jay-Z are king and queen. And Kanye and Kim are prince and princess. Yes. Okay, good. But Kanye's king of my life. He's king of my heart. Okay. Anyways. What is your favorite love song? I don't know if I have one. I'm not sure. Probably, Girl by City and Color. It's really cute. Have you ever broken someone's heart? Maybe. I don't know. If you're single, why do you think you are? Because I'm too hot shit to be tied down in a relationship. Yeah. Let's just go with that. Would you rather date someone who's rich but a douchebag, or someone who's poor but a nice guy? Well, I don't really want to date a guy, but I'll go for the poor one. Yeah, I'm gonna be a good person in this video. I think I'm kind of split half and half on that one. Okay. Are you good at giving other people advices regarding this person, whoever wrote these questions? Learn to fucking grammar. Learn to grammar. Are you good at giving other people advice regarding dating/relationships? No. Don't take advice from me. Seriously, just don't. Because I'm very self-destructive in terms of relationships, I think. You know, like, I would stay with someone who didn't love me anymore because I loved them so much, you know? Like, it's... yeah. Okay. Are you jealous of couples when you're single? Not really. No. I mean, at moments, there are times when I'm like, I just want someone to cuddle me. But, whatever. How important... I guess it's not really jealous, it's envious. Okay. Anyways, moving on. How important is it to make a relationship official, like on Facebook? It's not. I don't know. It's a personal thing. It's your relationship. It's between two people. Facebook shouldn't matter. Would you consider yourself clingy, overly attached, or jealous? Not really. I hope not. I think overly attached might describe me in my last relationship, but I hope I wasn't clingy and jealous. I was jealous at first, but I tried to work on it, and I think I did improve with that. But yeah, and then I sort of ended up just becoming more jealous of her and her good looks and people loving her than of other people. Yeah. Have you ever destroyed a relationship? I hope not. Do you think it's silly to consider suicide because of a broken heart? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say it's silly, but I don't think people are suicidal because of a broken heart. I think it's a lot of other issues that are there. I know, at least with me. I know my mom and other people thought that it was because of the breakup that I got so low, but it wasn't. It was just so many other things. The breakup was just kind of bad timing, I guess. It was just kind of like the last straw or whatever, like the last little thing. But yeah. I don't think people should be suicidal because someone broke up with them, because they need to realize that, like, life will go on, and as much as it hurts, you know, there's a lot more important things in life to be suicidal over. Yeah. Are you the dominant or the submissive part in a relationship? I'm both. Another one of those things that one personality is one personality is the other. I think my introverted side is very submissive, and my extroverted side is very dominant. Sometimes I want to be, like, the dominant one, and sometimes I want to be the submissive one. It switches. Have you ever forgotten important dates, like your partner's birthday or your anniversary? No, nothing really important, I don't think. What's your opinion on open relationships? It's to each their own, you know? I could do it, but you know, a lot of people who couldn't. Who's more important, your partner or your family? I don't know. I guess, like, because I'm not really that close with my family in the first place, but I'm not gonna, like, if I had to choose between one living, I would, I don't know. I can't answer this question. Skip. How do you define cheating? I think a kiss is cheating. I think if you have feelings for someone else, it's cheating. Yeah. Lots of stuff, I guess. I'm very upset about this current topic right now because of a friend of mine who some things are happening, or happened. Is watching porn while being in a relationship inappropriate? no, it's just boring. It's not like it's. I don't see it as a big deal. Do you think Valentine's Day is overrated? Yeah, kind of. But at the same time, when I'm in love on Valentine's Day, it's not. So I'm just very hypocritical. Would you consider yourself a cuddler? Sometimes I am. Yeah. Very half and half on that one. Okay, so I believe that's all the questions. Finally, like, thank fucking God, right? Yes, it looks like that's all the questions. Okay, so, this video is really fucking long. It's like 40 minutes. And that tends to happen a lot because I'm a rambler and I like to talk and, you know. Yeah, my hair's still a little damp, that's why I'm playing with it. Okay, yeah, so that's it. If you have any more questions, I'll answer them not in a video or I don't know. Just, yeah, bye. Peace out. Peace out, peace out, peace out. Goodbye.